Are you like me and you love the convenience of ordering out, but between the inflated prices and tips and the less than healthy menu options, it really makes you think twice before ordering, right? Well, Gobble's here to help busy people like us enjoy healthier home cooking without the hassle. Instead of meal prepping and shopping, you just customize your weekly menu, get your delivery, and spend as little as 15 minutes to serve a delicious homemade dinner any night of the week. And this week, I made chicken fettuccine that was simply divine. And both Julie and I made it at the same time. I know we're so cute. And we could not stop raving about how delicious it was. It was so easy to whip up in less than 15 minutes, and everything I needed was already in the box. For our wonderful listeners, we have a special deal to help you get started for less. See what a difference Gobble will make for your household. Right now, they're offering our listeners a fantastic limited time deal. Get $120 off across 4 boxes, plus free shipping and free cookies. The cookies are so good. Go to gobble.com/dateable podcast. That's GOBBLE.com/DATEABLE podcast today. This offer is not available on their home site, so don't miss out.
Guys, when I found out that Artifact Uprising was going to be one of our sponsors, I lost my mind because I've literally done all my holiday shopping through them for the last couple of years, and the gifts are always a massive hit. Artifact Uprising is a Colorado-based company that sells premium quality, customizable photo goods for your digital photos. They want to help you preserve your meaningful moments this holiday season. Whether you want to say I love you with the perfect gift, display favorite memories in your home, or connect with loved ones throughout the year, they have a product you can personalize. I've gotten photo books, calendars, and scrapbooks, and they are always simply beautiful and always a hit because of how personalized they feel. Like I mentioned, I've gotten many gifts over the years, but I kind of wanted my own photo book about having that physical memento to put in your home. I decided to make a photo book of me and my partner's first year together, and we have just so many photos, but it was easy to go through them, and the book came out beautifully. And who knows, maybe one day we can share it with our future children to show them how young and crazy their parents once were. Artifact Uprising makes it easy to tell your story. Through the end of the year, Dateable listeners can give Artifact Uprising a try and get 20% off for new customers or 15% off if you purchased before. Just visit artifactuprising.com and use the code Dateable through December 31st.
Hi, I'm Yue Shu.
And I'm Julie Kraftchick.
We're active daters turned dating insiders.
Here to dive into everything modern dating and relationships.
Welcome to Dateable. Hello, Dateables. Welcome to Brunch Talk.
I love Brunch Talk. It's just an excuse to dish, to get all of it out. There's so many great questions we answer every week here.
And we never run out of questions because we never run out of dating conundrums, apparently.
Or people sending them in.
Yeah.
These are all fueled by you.
Yes, crowdsourced. This is a Kickstarter for all things dating. All the dating issues, problems, conundrums, debates, discussions you all are having, especially over brunch, because that seems to be the place where we talk about dating the most. So we're going to get into the question. The question is, how do you interpret the combo of looking for fun and serious?
And more info. I keep seeing on people's profiles, I'm looking for a fun, casual date and a long-term relationship. I know I'm looking for a partner, but man, oh man, is the screening process getting harder. How should I interpret this? Has anyone else seen this wild phenomenon? I love getting questions like this. It just gives us the pulse of what's going on.
I have to laugh because I think it's my age where I've just been dating for so long that I think it's just been since the beginning of time. People have used this phrase, looking for something fun and serious, or fun but serious, or maybe fun and maybe serious. You see this and you hear this a lot. And I think it dates back to the terrible dating advice we've gotten, which is like, keep your options open, say what you want, but also make it casual. You know, don't go in so hard with the, I'm looking for something serious or long term. So I think the confusion comes from all these confused people taking really bad dating advice for all these years.
I agree with you 100%, but I do have like a different way of thinking about it too.
Okay.
I think especially on dating apps, when you're asked to like check a box, it literally leaves no room for any gray area.
Right.
And I do think a lot of people are open to, you know, having a fun night out. And if something serious comes from that, great. But if it doesn't, that's also okay. And I don't think it means that you're like not intentionally looking for, something that's the real deal. But I can see why it's confusing to see this. I don't want to like stereotype, but I think a lot of like hetero men fall into this. Like,
Mm,
I'm
mhm,
just looking to enjoy myself. But then, like, if I meet the right person, then I could want more. And
mhm.
you could debate that maybe this person isn't as intentional as someone that's just like, I want something serious. Or you could also acknowledge that there is like some human nature to that you don't want something serious with every last person. So you're kind of like putting it all out there. I don't know. I'm not saying it's the right way. I'm just saying how I could interpret why someone would do this.
And then it goes back to what we preach all the time. Ask. What does this mean? You're
Yes.
like seems like you're looking for everything. So what is it that you're actually looking for? You're right, Julie. People just check the boxes and it's hard to interpret, but also people defer to checking the boxes because it makes them not have to confront answering the questions to the specifics of what we're looking for. But if you ask, just see what their answers are. And maybe you can also have an answer to that too. What are you looking for? I agree. I think it's human nature to want to have fun, but it doesn't mean fun is not serious and serious is not fun either. So maybe that's where the confusion lies, is that the two can't exist at once when the two can absolutely exist at once.
I'm really glad you said the whole point of just ask because we've been talking about this theme of like what moves the needle and what doesn't in dating. I
Yes.
mean this in the nicest way possible to the listener that wrote this in, but thinking about this and debating it and
Oh
thinking
my
about
God.
is it a wild phenomenon? Why am who cares? At the end of the day, who cares?
Yes.
This is not worth the time. Honestly, it's debatable if it's worth us going through this on here, but we're going to because we want to get you into the right mindset. I think 100% with you on UA of just asking. Like we had this example come up in the Facebook group of someone posts like, what does it mean when someone says like they want someone that doesn't take life too seriously?
Uh-huh.
There were about 100 interpretations
Uh-huh.
about what this meant. And then, people saying like, oh, this person's not serious. They don't want a real relationship. They're just here to hook up, like all the gamut. And this one girl, I just remember this so vividly coming up and just being like, oh, I put that in my profile.
Mhm.
And it's not because I'm not looking for like a relationship. It's just like have this philosophy in life that I want to just enjoy myself.
Mhm.
And I don't want to sweat over the little things. And I just remember like having this light bulb moment of like, here are all these people misinterpreting this one sentence where someone is literally looking for the same thing that they're looking for and them thinking that they're not because of the words they said and how they've individually interpreted them.
I'm shaking my head violently because I just think about all the time that was wasted and all the energy that was wasted to even think about that sentence, to even pause and be like, what does this
Yes.
mean for me? Because we interpret everything in reference to ourselves. Have you noticed that? It's like, oh,
Yes.
how would this affect me if this person is taking life not so seriously? What does this mean for me if they want to be fun and serious at the same time? This person wrote this profile without ever meeting you. So this profile has nothing to do with you, which is also why we always preach don't spend too much time on the profiles. Everybody wrote this in their little cave, of like, what do I want to say about myself without you in their mind, without ever speaking to you. And then all of a sudden, you are so affected
Yeah.
by what they wrote that is so independent of you. Just get a general vibe and move on and start messaging.
Yeah.
Can you believe that we did this social experiment? This was years ago where I texted all these guys on Tinder asking if they were okay to hook up. Are you not opposed to hooking up? That was the exact sentence. And there were some guys who were like, yeah, she's into hooking up. And then there was like a really nice guy that I met off of that line, and we ended up dating for a few months. Like, who knows what people really mean when they say these things and what they mean on their profile? Just get to the messaging and then you'll really get a general vibe.
And you were like dared to do it.
I was dared. Yes.
I agree with you with you're saying like they're not thinking about you and mine, but they're also not even thinking. Like I remember writing the profile and it's like, let me just check the boxes so I can start seeing who's on here.
Yes.
I'll go back and fix it later, which may or may not happen. This person might not even realize they have fun, casual, and serious relationship checked.
Yeah.
I think at the root of it, we're all worried about wasting time. That's the fear. And we want to shortcut it. We want to see how we can read between the lines so we can get rid of all these people that are going to be time wasters. But giving them the extra 5 back and forths of a conversation, which really isn't that much more time, especially if you take out all the time you've spent analyzing these sentences. It's probably about the same amount of time. You'll learn real quick what they're looking for. It'll become abundantly clear.
Yes.
When they send you that dick pic, it'll be clear what they're looking for.
Oh, they are looking for something serious. This is a serious conversation. We just got really serious. Yeah, you don't really know. You don't really know from the profiles. It's a paradox of time, too. We think we're saving our future selves time with the wrong partner by wasting all this time up front, interpreting and analyzing things that just don't matter. If you get a general vibe, this person's cool, not a serial killer, start messaging, then you'll understand. You'll learn more from messaging than from profiles. Maybe that's a good lesson here.
I've been saying for years, filter through the conversation, not the profile.
Yes.
I just remember when I was doing dating apps and online dating, it was so clear like who was not on my wavelength the second I started talking to them. So abundantly clear.
So true.
Well, I want to go into even more, but before we do, let's take a minute to hear from our sponsors.
You know what season we're entering into? Cashmere season. Oh, yes, with the cooler months ahead full of pumpkin spice lattes, wouldn't it be nice to be in a cozy cashmere sweater from Quince while sipping on said pumpkin spice latte? Quince is known for their Mongolian cashmere sweaters from just $50, but also have beautiful leather jackets, cotton cardigans, soft denim, and so much more. I personally have the softest pair of biker shorts from Quince that are just as nice and comfortable as the really expensive brands, but like half the price. See, by partnering directly with top factories and cutting out the cost of the middleman, the savings are passed on to us. So lucky us. Get cozy in Quince's high-quality wardrobe essentials. Go to quince.com/dateable for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dateable to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DATEABLE. As the crisp fall air rolls in and the leaves begin to change, don't rely only on pumpkin to spice up your life. Embrace the natural power of cannabis this fall with Via. Whether you're lounging by the fire or exploring new adventures, Via's premium federally legal cannabis products are your perfect companion. Farmed and crafted with care in the U.S. and trusted by over 500,000 customers, Via has a product for everyone. Via just launched their high THCA flower and brand new flavors for the THCA vape slime, so you have more options than ever to blaze your own trail. You've all heard me talking also about their gummies. My favorite is the High Love Gummy that will awaken your senses and increase blood flow. I absolutely love it for pretty much every occasion. So if you are over 21 years of age, head to viahemp.com and use the code DATEABLE to receive 15% off. That's VIIAHEMP.com and use the code DATEABLE at checkout. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. This fall, enhance your everyday with Via.
Just a quick announcement before we get back into the episode. We are back with another cohort of our Finding Your Person program that is open until October 6th. So if this is something you've been thinking about for a while, maybe you've thought about joining other cohorts, but the time wasn't right, or you're a new listener and you're like, heck yes, I just want to find this person already. This is the program for you. We love this program. We love talking to all the participants as they go through it during our check-ins and see seeing just the transformation that happens real time of this newfound knowledge of what was holding them back. And then also the motivation and tools to approach the dating world with just more confidence and ease and excitement. So visit dateablepodcast.com/programs to get your spot. Again, they are limited and the program will close on October 6th. But if you're interested, I would highly recommend doing so quickly as we do sell out. And we also have a new iteration this time called Finding Your Person Plus. So take a look at the options and see what works best. Also, the link is in the show notes. Looking forward to talking to you soon, and back to the episode. So we've established have a conversation. That's step one. What do you do if someone's like kind of like up in the air and you can't really get a full read? Do you go on the date with them still? Like you were saying with your scenario, who even knows what they want? Like, what's your take on that?
I think if you're really not looking forward to meeting them, like you're like, I could meet them and they could be amazing, or I could just stay home, watch Emily in Paris. I don't know, maybe that's good information for you because you don't want to bring that energy onto the date either. So might have to take it to another platform. Maybe that does call for a video call or an actual call or something else for you to be in an energy where you're excited to see them at least.
I mean, my
Right?
take is like, I agree with you. I wish that like, it was as easy as someone just being like, I'm ready for a long-term relationship,
I know.
whether that's on their profile or through messaging. I almost feel like it's kind of a throwaway question
Yeah.
because like people will say what they think you want to hear or what they even think they want, but aren't capable
Yeah.
of wanting. I feel like so many better questions that I would ask is like, observe also, like, is this person willing to like take next steps to even meet you? I
Yeah.
remember like talking to this guy forever that was like, yeah, I want a serious relationship. And him like on, text, like saying like I was like exactly what he was looking for, but he could never find any time to meet up ever. And I'm like, do you, or do you want just like someone to chat with and get your ego stroked? Right. So I feel like that alone will show you so much of like how someone's acting to move things forward, but then having conversations more about just like how would a relationship operate,
Yeah.
not necessarily with the two of you, but just like hearing like from them, like what is it about a relationship that's interesting to you, or like how do you want to spend time with a partner? Like hearing that and seeing if it's aligned with you is actually so much more beneficial than if they want a relationship or
Yes.
not.
And people have different interpretations and definitions of what a relationship is.
Yeah.
But a better question is, how do you want to spend your time with someone? How do you see the week going? How do you distribute your time with this person? Like that shows a lot. And if someone's like, oh, I love to spend like 3 days a week spending quality time with someone, that's like a relationship, but maybe they may not even define that as a relationship.
Or I've heard people say like, I want a relationship and it's like once a week.
Yeah.
Then you're
That's
like,
not a
is that
relationship, honey.
it's a surface level one? It's like
Yeah.
dating exclusively, basically.
If you're seeing someone as often as the trash man comes, that's not a relationship. That's just maintenance.
But what about the mailman?
Yeah, I know. That's a
The mailman's
relationship.
every day.
Why do you think there's so many affairs with mailmen? Because they're always
Are there? Is that a thing?
I don't. Isn't that always a joke? Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, why
like-
does your sibling not look like you? Was it the mailman? You know?
okay, yes, but have you actually ever heard of a real life instance of that?
I guess not. I guess not. I definitely would not fuck
Oh
my
my God.
mailman. I can tell you that.
I don't even know who mine is.
He's
Okay.
very nice, but no.
Well, we are going off in a direction. I guess, the short of all this is have the conversations, stop reading between the line. People can be multifaceted and want different things at different time or at the same time. And also learn what something means to them. Just the blanket, I want a relationship or not, actually isn't even telling you all you need to know anyways.
But really great question. And
Great
it shows
question. Yes.
how confused people are on the apps right now. We totally get it. We know you have more questions like this in you. If you want to send in your brunch talk question, you can email us, hello@dateablepodcast.com. You can DM us on Instagram at Dateable Podcast, or you can leave us a rating and review in Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, and in the body of your review, tell us everything, spill everything. Just tell us, what are you experiencing right now? What is so frustrating you? What is so disgusting to you? What is angering you? Or what is something you're loving about dating? Maybe we can do that too.
Let's get some positivity going.
Yes. A brunch talk question can be positive too.
That's true.
A surprising thing you've noticed, bring those in. And if you send us a rating or review and you talk about the pre-ordering our book, you will be bumped up to the front of the line for our brunch talk questions in the order of how we're going to answer them.
Love it. And if you don't have a question, still leave us a review. Still say that you
Please.
pre-order the book. Just pre-order the book. All the stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can do it all, even if you don't have a burning question. You can come back to us
But
later.
You know you do.
You can come back to us later and
do.
just be like, I left that review, the honor system. We got you.
We got you.
Okay.
All right. We're going to end this brunch talk. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.